This is the tractor and also test B. We're gonna start with our mirror. And we do the cleanliness in the mirror on the in cab, so we're just gonna do the mounts. Not bent, cracked, or damaged, and it's secured. My window, it's not cracked or damaged, and it properly works. My handle, my door, they move freely, not bent or damaged. My hinges are not bent, cracked, or damaged. My door does not sag. My rubber seal is intact. My fuel tank, there is no metal-to-metal contact on either of my straps. They're secured. My tank is not cracked, damaged, or leaking. My cap is not cracked or damaged, and the rubber seal is not leaking. My steps, there's no oil, ice, or grease. They're secured, and they're not bent, cracked, or damaged. My turn signal, it's amber, not cracked, and it's not cracked or damaged, and it works. So in here we have the 5, 5, and 5. The first 5 is going to be the exhaust. It's not cracked or damaged, it's secured, and there's no excessive soot. My frame, there's no illegal welds, no excessive holes, not bent, cracked, or damaged. My catwalk, my steps, there's no oil, ice, or grease. They're not bent, and they are properly mounted. My drive shaft, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged, it's not twisted. My U-joints are properly greased, and there's no debris in them. Next, we have our 5 suspension parts. My hanger, it's not bent, cracked, or damaged, and it's properly mounted. My leaf spring, it's not scissoring, there's no shiny metal, and there is none missing. My U-bolts, they're not bent, cracked, or damaged, they are properly mounted, no shiny metal on the threads. My shock absorber, it's not cracked, damaged, or leaking, and it's secured on each end. My airbag upper and lower mounts, they are not bent, cracked, or damaged, they're secured. My airbag, there's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, it's not leaking, and it's secured. 5 brake parts, my airlines, there's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts, they are not leaking, and they're secured on each end. My brake chamber, it's not cracked, damaged, or leaking, it's properly mounted, and it's secured with 2 clamps. My push rod, my slack adjuster, they're not bent, cracked, or damaged. There's no more than 1 inch play with the brakes off. My drums, my brake pads, there's no oil, no grease. They're not cracked or damaged, and my brake pad has no less than 1/4 inch of brake pad left. After the 5 brake parts, we have dualies. My rims are touching, my tires are not. There's nothing between my tires. Next, we have ICD, inflation, condition, and depth. Inflation, I would maintain the PSI on the sidewall of my tire. I'd fill and check it there and there. They're both not leaking. Condition, there's no abrasions, bulges, or cuts anywhere on my tire. They are evenly worn. They are matching tires. The tread depth is no less than 232 in each major groove, and they can be retreads. My rim, they're not bent, cracked, or damaged. There's no oblong holes or illegal welds. My lug nuts, they're all present and tight. There's no shiny metal on my threads, and there's no rust trails underneath my nut. My axle oil seal, it's not cracked, damaged, or leaking, and it's secured. My mud flap, it's not cracked or damaged. It covers 50% of both my tires, and it's secured. My lights, my right turn signal, my left turn signal, my 4-way flashers, my brake, and my tail lights, they're all proper color red, not cracked or damaged, and working.